This is the joke that set the internet alight in China last year, performed by comedian Yang Li.
就是他明明为什么看起来那么普通，但是他却可以那么自信。
Yang placed fourth in the latest season of a stand-up competition called Rock and Roast. Think Australian Idol, but with less singing, no dicko, and a brutal point-scoring system. In Australia, people wouldn't bat an eyelid at a joke about men being average. In fact, it reminds me of an inspirational quote I saw online. Carry yourself with the confidence of a mediocre white man. But in China, the concept of stand-up comedy and even social commentary has been relatively unheard of until now. A guy I'm friends with helped shape the early stand-up scene on the mainland. Andy Curtin is a comedian and promoter who used to run the China International Comedy Festival. After a decade of working in China, he's about to head home to Australia.
After 10 years, I'm leaving. I was like, China, I'm leaving you. It's like, why are you still here?
I just got it in my head that I wanted to try stand-up, and they didn't have any stand-up. We were so nervous to do the first one that we didn't even invite an audience. We invited some more people for the second one, and it really just kind of took off after that.
I remember you saying that I could come over and do comedy at one of your clubs. Is that still a possibility for me as a foreigner now?
It's hard to say because things can change at any moment, but certainly right now I think you wouldn't have any luck. Foreigners aren't allowed to perform stand-up in any language, and they do script approval even for open mics with the locals. Local people can get permits without problems as long as the scripts are okay and it's very clear what they're not allowed to talk about. Anything sex, anything racial is off limits. Obviously politics, you can go anywhere near that.
So according to Andy, as a foreigner, I'd have no chance of getting booked in China these days. And you don't want to get caught saying the wrong thing either. There are reports of open mic nights being cancelled or fined due to content violations. I didn't expect my dreams of performing in China to be shattered so suddenly over one short video call. But despite the strict regulations, it seems like the comedians in China still have plenty of topics to joke about. It makes me wonder, if I were a native Chinese person and I could get on stage, would any of my current jokes even work?
Hey! Hi!
Melbourne comedian He Huang is familiar with the nuances of performing in China. I thought maybe I would ask you about some of the topics that I like to cover in my stand-up. Would it fly in China, do you think? For example, I love to do crowd work. I'm like, that's my favourite part of going to a comedy show. Would that be acceptable?
No. I don't think that's gonna fly. Because first of all, the Chinese, the bigger population, they're still in the process of being educated to do sit there listening to some random dudes or girls talk about their lives. They're more used to crafted jokes, do a comedy duo in traditional Chinese format. It's very hard to make the Chinese crowd laughing really hard. You have to be really, really good to make them laughing as approval, So it's quite nerve-wracking.
Okay, so it looks like I'll never get to be the Seinfeld of China. But I have one last hope. In Melbourne, comedian Sean Diao is about to launch a regular comedy night for Mandarin speakers. Where do you see the comedy room that you are about to start? What's the big goal for that?
There's not really a lot of entertainment for maybe Mandarin in Chinese people. We just keep it simple, just entertainment. Make people happy, treat other people nice. We have a great society. That's probably too big.
Too big.
Just entertainment, right?
Okay, if I can't get booked in China, maybe Sean will put me on his lineup.
第一课跟我说
Now all I need to do is learn Mandarin.
ah.
This is really hard.